I have so many questions for you, but I just want to first start by saying I love this outfit. How much have you thought about taking this home from set?
Not at all. I have not thought about it.
But will you take home the outfit?
No, I will not take home the outfit.
It's fantastic. I saw a photo of you in the armor, and I wanted to know, what was it like that the first time you put on the armor and saw what Luc was going for with everything?
It was, I got to meet Terry, who came to do the armor and worked with Luc on Joan of Arc. And he did Excalibur as well. And so this was very exciting. First off, just to meet this man, and then see what they had put together. But the 12-year-old in me went, was over the moon, because it was more fantastic and just really cool, was the word, that popped up. The 12-year-old me of, wow, that is so cool, And then getting in it, another thing. And then going, okay, how much can you move is another thing. But it was, it's pretty wild. And it was very thin and very light. So it was, so far, has been pretty good.
That's one of the things I wanted to touch on. Often, the costumes look amazing on screen, but they are not great to work with as an actor because they sometimes can't move.
Yes, not have this problem so much. I was watching an interview with Peter Weller for RoboCop, and I think they had 10.5 hours for the suit. And this is nothing. What we have is 4 hours of makeup and on some days, and some very thin aluminum armor that looks so cool, but can bend and can be, contoured, if this is the right word, to fit better and things like this. So pretty easy in that way compared to other films, Excalibur or Joan of Arc, for example.
Yeah.
But I think the armor was 40 kilos or something, 20 at least. I think, has he said?
He has.
What Joan of Arc was.
But I also think it has to do maybe with technology now and 3D printing.
No,
and
but
the material.
Of course, yes.
I'm definitely curious, when you are presented a role like Dracula, and Luc tells you that I'm interested in you being in this, is it nerve-wracking? Is it exciting? What goes through your mind, because it's such an iconic character?
Because we talk about it in a way that is very normal. He talk about it in a way of very, very simply just looking at, kind of like looking at, I don't know how to describe it, like looking at you and thinking, what can I do with what I have in front of me? What could it be, kind of thing. And he said he mentioned Dracula, but I did not know if he was serious or not, or if we had not started filming Dogman yet. So I wasn't sure. And then over the weeks, every now and again would maybe bring it up over like a week or month or something. Oh, I think Dracula, I think you could do. And then the script come later, and then it is now real in another way. Now we film it. But so at the beginning, very just kind of, I don't know. I cannot see myself so much. No, you think? But what about Coppola? That was pretty good. And just very simple talking about,
Sure.
Not so much as in this way of present to you this and yes or no, kind of thing. Not so much like this. More of very normal, very natural.
I am curious, I am a fan of your work, and what is it like for you once you know you're doing this, how early on are you analyzing how you want to play it, finding the voice you want to use, just getting ready to inhabit a character like this?
I don't know, for me, all of this stuff go kind of out the window, and it is more about meeting Luc in space of what he is wanting, and way for me to find way for myself to make sense of things that make it what he want, and so that he have. And this is how it is. So for me, it is more the script come, then make sense of this for myself in kind of way. But then you start the things that he give you that you need, like the stunt or the horses or the costume or the armor, for example, or something. And then you start to realize more kind of what it is. And these are things that I could have not have imagined from my kitchen in LA, other than, oh, that'll probably be hard, and oh, that might be hard, and oh, I really better start with dialect soon, and things like this, but more practical. And then many talking with Luc and going over script and going over, yes, and he's feeling this and this. And so by the time we film, there is not so much question as much in this way, except we film some things, and these things tell more what the next thing is. And maybe this deviates a little bit, but for the most part, it is really all about trying to understand and figure out for myself to get for him what, because he see very much.
Sure.
All of this, and I am focused very much on one particular thing.
One of the things about Dracula is that, and vampires, is that every film...
You probably know much more.
No, I'm not an expert, believe me. But one of the things is each version has different powers, the different rules.
Right.
What are you looking forward to audiences seeing with this version?
I'm excited that we see, usually we do not see the character from this perspective, in the sense we do not get to stay with him for as long as we do in this film. Usually the monster is away and we play around with this throughout the film, you know, and we don't get so much to hear from him. And in this film, we get to spend time with him in a way that we have not before, which is good. Usually take the monster away from you. This one gave the monster to you.
Well, Luc has talked about this is really a love story.
Yes.
That is the movie.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. Don't know if I know this.
I'm just saying, can
the
you
script says a love tale at the bottom.
Totally. But can you talk about that aspect, and also working with your co-star to bring this love story to life?
It was the time that we had before filming. Zoe and I were able to. Zoe had idea about particular kind of dance that came from Japan, that was brought from mercury poisoning and Dadaism, and we take a few classes that Luc introduces to someone here, and there are some things that we were able to find early on that we bring into the movie, but the love is very much a mad about each other, and the emphasis on the mad part, but absolutely eating each other up, devouring one another for every moment that they are together, and we see this, and the love is something that begin, but does not get to be fulfilled. And she is taken from him in time when it is the butterflies are still flying around. It is the first love in this way. It is the first time. If you are lucky to have this in life, it is the first love. And then it gets cut short, and it becomes about longing for this and entering into a kind of madness, in a way, seclusion and isolation, and it gets more confusing as time passes and hundreds of years pass by. But it is this love that he will go. He will do anything for, and has to find a way outside of God to get it back or to find it again. And through reincarnation, he wait and wait and wait, and search and search and search, and give up, and wait and wait and wait, and have this madness, and before he find her again.
I'm almost out of time. This might be my last question. One of the things that I am looking forward to seeing is how Luc is taking this film in the 15th century, 16th, 17th, 8th, like he's showing the passage of time.
Yes, I was watching behind the scenes of Alice in Wonderland, and they said, we have a lot of costume changes. I think Alice has 6. I think we have 28 or 26. And I thought, oh, well, 6 is not so bad.
That's what I wanted to... Luc told me there's 20-something costume changes. Yes. And I wanted to know, for you, what has it been like acting or being part of centuries like that? Because it's very cool.
No, this is incredible. But we have an incredible costume department that is everything is looking like, as you see, the set designer, is incredible. Everyone is doing such good work. But to see this 15th, 16th, 17th, get into the 18th, it is very, and to have differences possibly in social aspect of this time and what does this do, and it is very when you get to come into I forget what building we were in, and it is supposed to be Versailles, and everyone is dressed like, you know, powdered wigs and this, and it is quite amazing, and get angry and upset and maybe take a few, you know, but no, it is really something to see the timeline chart of 15 to 18, and it is. I'm very happy to live in the time that I live in now, aren't you?
100%.
Not need help to get dressed is very nice.
You are, at least you were not wearing a corset.
No, that was the last film. We don't do that in this film. Yeah.
Yes.
Now for other people, everyone else wear a corset in this movie.
Exactly. Yeah. I think I need to stop with you. I'm just going to say I'm tremendous.
Yes, we have a stunt. We need to take wig off and learn movements better.
I think they were coming to attack you. I think they were what we were listening to.
Yes, they are coming for something.
Exactly. Thank you so much for your time.
No.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Seriously, it's a great look.